you guys are already here, welcome. Let us start our live streaming sessions. And if you guys do have any questions about the market, you guys should let me know. And definitely so far, yeah. But one certain thing I could say on the market for now, okay, so let us get started. And certainly so far the market reaction has been positive, and this just to show you guys what are the trades that we have been doing on our premium signals group. And if you guys wanted to get access to these signals for free, I'll be showing you guys the tips and tricks how you guys could get these signals, guys. Okay, but for now, let's try to analyze what has happened and try to see what we can do about it. Okay, so let me just drag this over here. Okay, so far prices has been reacting quite well. We could see prices has been going up pretty good, and definitely from this kind of market reactions, what we will be expecting is the possibility that prices will be moving higher soon. And why I'm saying that, because so far from what we have been analyzing, the trend today has been very positive. We also do see that the market has been moving very well on the US dollar index has been weakening, and this certainly has been able to help to push up the gold prices multiple times. So that is certainly what we are seeing on the market, and everything has been moving very well according to what we see, even though we do face some setbacks. So what setback that I'm talking about is definitely we are experiencing some slower movement. It's very common, we could see that, but overall we are actually looking at a good possibility that today we could see that prices will start to build up a cut and a handle. So right now we are in the process of forming up this chart pattern, which we'll see whether this continuation will be continuing or not. But if it does and prices keeps on going higher, that means there's a possibility that this price movement will be moving into that direction, guys. Okay, So overall, everything has been very well. We are seeing chances that prices could build up this cup and handle. Hope you guys don't miss out. Right now, it's on the low side of the market, building up the candle formation. You guys could actually get one of the best entry points at the current price, so to say. So you guys could try to utilize this momentum before you guys do miss out on it, because certainly from what we have been trying to see, the price movement has been very well. We have been seeing that the price movement has the tendency to go higher, so you guys could try to enter some of your positions around this price. Certainly could be a good entry point for now, and try to put your stop losses below the lows of the last 1 hour. It should be very safe for you guys to try to see from those perspectives, guys. Alright, so far this is what I'm looking at. A very good possibility that market could be going higher from here, despite yes, Friday's market movement has started to rebound. There's a possibility that we could be seeing gold prices launching towards below 3,200, but so far it hasn't happened yet, and chances for prices to continue to go higher is still pretty much. So definitely I'm expecting that prices should be able to rebound from here again, because I'm seeing a lot of good chances that prices should be able to go higher from here. Okay, definitely if you guys have any suggestions or any views on the market, you guys are welcome to let me know. I will be happy to hear what are your thoughts on the market, and happily answering of any of your questions, guys. Okay, so definitely right now we are trying to assess how things will be going, and definitely I'm bullish for today, guys. And just so to be clear, we don't have a lot of news for tonight other than the Eurozone CPI, and I think that's all for today, guys. So nothing much. Inflation is still stabilizing, and most of the Fed speaker will be speaking, and also we'll be seeing that US President Donald Trump will be calling Russian president. But I think that's all. Not a lot of changes on the news side, and expectations should be, we could see some clues as a lot of Fed speaker will be speaking, and Eurozone inflation is also stabilizing, so not really any big changes on inflation. But most of all, we started to see that gold has the chances to continue to go higher, and at the very short term period, if we started to see that this chart pattern is completed, we could actually see a chances that the gold movement could be at least hitting 3,260 area. So we'll see how this movement will be working, but certainly if the chart pattern does completed, it's going up, it's likely to see that gold prices could be going higher, as simple as that. Okay, yes, PL, good evening, nice to see you. and hope you are enjoying it. And definitely if you are liking it, you can give us a support and thumbs up as usual, PL, and you can share this video with your friends or anyone that you know who is doing forex trading. I hope that this analysis could help them as well. Okay, PL. Okay, so I think that's the short-term view, as we started to see that since Friday, prices has been able to rebound from the lows from the 3,170 area. It has been rebounding, and we started to see that prices at the closing price touched 3,250, and right now we are very close towards it, as prices has been consolidating since the morning market Asian session until now. So there's not a lot of changes, so I couldn't speak much, but certainly the price movement is very much in line with the market that we have been looking so far. Okay, so this is the market movement that we have been looking, and I'm still pretty optimistic to see prices on gold could be going higher from the short-term period of time. And right now we are using 15-minute time frame charts as usual for the short term. But what about the long-term market, guys? Alright, so for the long-term market movement, like I said, guys, 3,200 area is a very critical point of price. So if prices could stay above 3,200, we could see at the very least prices will be remaining on the sideways on the long term. If not, we could see prices starts to remain above below 3,200, which so far we haven't been able to see prices touching and closing below 3,200, just only for once at Wednesday, 14th of May. But the rest of the time we have been able to see that prices managed to close above 3,200 for the rest of the days on last week. So it seems that 3,200 still remains quite a strong support, and I will continue to pay a close attention towards this price, because long-term movement is very critical on whether the price movement will be building a reversal or it will be continuing the uptrend that we have been seeing so far. So this is the uptrend, and it has been built since the end of last year, and certainly that is the one part of the major uptrend. As you guys could see, prices has been going pretty fast, and a total of 100% gain over the last 2 years on the gold market is a pretty remarkable achievement, which doesn't happen so much, and once it happens, I'm afraid that things could start slow down. So that's why I will always pay attention how the long-term market movement will be moving next. Okay, but so far it seems that prices still remains above 3,200, so we'll see how this continuation will go. At the very least, I will be neutral, so to say, that prices won't be breaking down, prices won't be breaking up, so we'll be seeing prices stays above 3,200 and ranging towards 3,350 or 3,400 maximum. But that's the neutral side of the market that I'm expecting as of now. Okay, but overall we'll keep paying attention, see how the changes, because long term I couldn't say much. We need to see how the price reaction works at next week or the next few days, how the market will be moving. Okay, so that's on the long-term market movement, and back towards the short-term market movement. 15-minute charts, we'll try to assess how things will be going from here. Okay, so far prices are still continuing going higher, no signs of slowing down. It's a matter of whether you guys have been entering the positions, because honestly on our premium groups we have been entering at 3,234 area at the most, and prices has already been rising 3,240, so we have already been achieving a good profit target. So if you guys don't want to miss out on this market movement, I'm suggesting that you guys could try to find a good entry point on the gold market. And if I'm switching towards the 5-minute charts, you guys could actually see it clearly as well, that prices is continuing to go higher. But right now, if you guys take a closer look on this 5-minute charts, we started to see that prices right now is slowing a bit. Yes, that's true. So that's why I always recommend it, if you guys could wait, become more conservative, try to enter at lower prices, because that's the best thing as a traders that you guys could do on the market. Because if prices starts to go up pretty fast, I'm afraid that you guys will be missing out a lot. Okay, So even though you're late, sometimes it's good. If the momentum is there, prices keeps on continue to go higher, very aggressive, that's good. But if not, try to time your entry, find a better entry point on the market as well. Okay, so far price reaction is a bit slow. It's a very common theme, and definitely from this week, seems that this week is a very heavy week data. We'll be having the RBA deciding whether they will be cutting interest rates. People are expecting they will be doing so, and also we'll be having Canadian inflations on Tuesday. It's the same day as the RBA decision, and UK inflation on Wednesday. Thursday, as usual, we'll be having US initial jobless claims and PMI services and composite for the Euro area, also UK and the US as well. And I think Friday we'll be having Japan CPI, UK retail sales, Germany GDP. So far, it's a very heavy packed data, except for Monday as usual, because Monday will be less of data, but sometimes we'll be having some like the ones that we have been seeing so far. Okay, so right now, as you guys could see, the 5-minute charts has been showing that the weaknesses isn't consistent. We started to see that prices starts to rebound. Maybe you guys could consider to enter at the current prices at 3240 area, 3241, 3242, so that you guys don't miss out a huge chunk of the possible market jump, guys. Okay, okay, so next we'll try to assess how things have been going on the silver market as well, because so far we have just been analyzing what is happening on the gold market without analyzing what has been happening on the silver market. And I think both asset has quite a similar market movement, and I hope that you guys don't miss out on analyzing what is happening on the silver market. Sometimes we could be seeing a very interesting market movement on the silver that could really replicate its move on gold. So I always recommend it to you guys that you guys should be watching on the silver market as well, just for the sake of analysis should be fine too. Okay, so for now we have been seeing that prices has been reacting very well and very similar with gold, because if you guys are taking the longer picture since the Thursday market movement, we are actually able to see that silver has been dropping since the Asian sessions on Thursday entering Friday, and at the London sessions pre the US Michigan consumer sentiment as well as the other news, we have been able to see prices has been able to go up and return towards the closing price at $32.50 at Friday closing prices, similar what happened on the gold market. And also the same thing, we started to see the consolidation happening on the silver market today around these hours, and we actually see a very similar movement chart pattern that is building up on the silver market that is also replicable on the gold, which is the cup and handle formation, which has already happened. I would say certainly there's a bit of a false breakout happening earlier on, but so far everything has still been on track, and we are seeing good chances that if this price chart pattern could be completed similar with what has started to happen on the gold market, we could actually see good chances that silver could start to move higher, touching $32.65 at the very close price target. But for further price movement, I'm still expecting that we could actually see that market movement could still go to $32.80 if this price chart pattern is completed for now. So there is certainly some good chances that could be appearing on the silver market on the very short-term scalper movement where we could be seeing prices hitting $32.65, and for swing traders $32.80 is still a very good margin of profit for you guys to make the trades. And this is looking at 15-minute time frame charts. There's a possibility that once prices goes higher, good chances we could see prices won't be able to go down pretty much anymore, as prices have been consolidating for once, including with what has been happening in the gold market. Okay, so if we are trying to check back what is happening on the gold, it's pretty similar, guys. You couldn't say that the resemblance isn't there. You could actually see it clearly on your own and try to analyze what is happening too on the gold market together on the silver market, guys. Okay, so the similarities is very striking, and I hope that you guys could also see that as well. Okay, so if you guys have any questions on the market, you guys could let me know on the comments, and I'll be happily answering any of your questions. But if you guys don't have any, I'll be trying to take a closer look on the long-term market movement on silver, whether there has been any changes or things just remains the same as what we see last week. Okay. Okay, so far the price traction hasn't been very well, so we'll try to analyze to see how this breakout will be working. But with how things has been going, I really see a lot of chances that silver should be able to go higher. So I would suggest that you guys try to find a good consolidation area and try to find a better entry point. But chances for prices to go up is still pretty huge. And if I'm trying to switch towards 5-minute charts, I would say that this pullback could be giving you guys the last chance to enter the market for now. Okay, so let us try to analyze from the daily charts for the long-term market movement. So for the long-term market movement, I think I've been repeating myself pretty well on this market, that things has started to be much boring on the market. Yes, I do agree on that, and I don't know whether you guys do agree with my view, but certainly from what I have been seeing so far, that if prices remains and continues to do the same thing over the period of time ranging between $32 and $33.50, we are not going to be able to see much more market movement from here. And why is that the case? Because prices started to consolidate, moving on sideways without giving us any clear market trends, and that will certainly not be a good thing on the market, as prices should only start to move much better on the market when we started to see some market movement happening. For instance, we see that prices are able to go higher if prices could start breaking out higher than $33.50 to get more certainty and clarity, and the chances to play and return towards the original uptrend channel, which has been so far hasn't been able to returning towards that price target. So for long term, I would say I'll be a bit neutral and bearish, and if gold prices continues to go higher, there's a chances that the tendency should be going higher. If gold prices started to weaken, and there's a tendency that prices should be bearish on the silver market. So a lot of things are depending on those market movement and we'll try to see how those market will be changing on those market as well. Okay, but so far what we have been able to see is good chances that prices should able to remain higher than $32, but couldn't be breaking up towards $33.50 as of now. I'm not really seeing a lot of chances. Prices should remain under the sideways range of $32 towards $33.50. That's what I am able to see so far. Okay, but yep, we will try to see and try to adjust based on the situation that is given to us, and try to see whether we could be making some good profits on this market as well. But it will be a bit tricky, and lower entry point should be the best thing for the silver market, as trend still remains unclear. That's what I could say. And if we are moving back towards the short-term time frame, as we have been saying, that we are going to see a little bit of pullback, and that should also be happening on the gold market. And once the pullback is completed, we could be started to see that gold and silver should be heading higher afterwards. Okay. So we'll see how this gold market reaction will be. If the price consolidation fails, we could start seeing prices break down below. If prices continues to remain higher, you could see good chances that prices should be able to push up higher from here. So this period of time should be very critical for the next 20 to 30 minutes. See how the price reaction works. But like I said, there's a good chances that the volatility will be very big, and if our stop losses are pretty tight, there's a good chance that we'll be hitting it, but that's all part of the trade. And certainly I would say slowdown or pullback is a necessary thing that could be happening, especially we are on the Monday market. Slow and boring should be the keyword as usual on the Monday market. Okay, but so far I'm seeing the pullback is pretty well, it's ongoing, so we'll try to assess how things goes here too. And definitely in a moment I will be trying to take a closer look on what is happening on the US dollar index, guys, because what happens on the US dollar index will be highly impacting the gold and silver market movement as usual. And definitely I'll be trying to take a closer look on those markets with you guys together, because so far from what I've been able to take out from this picture is certainly we are seeing that the US dollar index has been weakening today together alongside the Canadian dollar, so surprising. But other than that, we have been seeing that euro has been leading the pack, where prices has been going up higher alongside with the pound sterling, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and two safe haven currency of the Japanese yen as well as the Swiss franc currency. But I think not much more other than that. We are seeing that prices has been quite similar, not a lot of changes, but we'll try to analyze on the US dollar first with you guys, and we'll try to take a look what could be happening on the other currency that we could be making some good trades as usual. Alright, so far we are not seeing any news. It's still pretty early and we don't really have any big major news that could be coming for Monday, other than maybe at later hours, maybe in another 3 hours, 2 hours more to go. It's still a long time, so we'll try to see. But other than that, I don't really see any major reasons. Okay, so let us try to analyze what could be happening on the US dollar index. So far the US dollar index has been moving, I would say, on a pretty straight downward trend, and the downtrend channel has been ongoing, guys, because so far from the downtrend channel that we have been drawing since Wednesday, if I'm not wrong, so it's since Monday, we've been seeing that prices have minor downtrend is still persisting very well, and right now on the short-term basis it's back towards the upper channel line of the downtrend, and see whether prices could hold up above $100, because right now we're on the verge whether the prices on 100 could stay above the 100 or not. Because if prices couldn't stay above 100, it seems that the support level will be broken and we could be seeing prices play below $100 for the next few days. If that is the case, as US dollar keeps on weakening, there's a good chance that this will be continuing to go lower for the US dollar, as we have been seeing that despite trade deals as should be coming, but with the kind of expectations that people have been seeing, US dollar index should be weakening following the downtrend channel on the daily charts, which I will be showing you guys later. But so far the analysis on the US dollar index is pretty simple. Since the opening of the Asian sessions here, we have been seeing prices are slowing down, stabilizing, not moving any much, from 100.5 towards 100.7, and immediately prices broke down entering the US session, the Asian session, and until now, after the London session should be ongoing, we have been seeing prices has been dropping by, I think it's 0.5%. So it's pretty down, big movement, and right now we are trying to see whether the support area at 100 should be a strong support for gold. For the US dollar, if US dollar index still unable to maintain above $100, we could be seeing prices returning towards the minor downtrend channel, which we have been drawing since last Monday, and play below $99. And what is the picture on the long term? So the idea on the long term is still been very clear. There's a good chances that if prices couldn't break out, build up a good consolidations, prices should remain going lower. And especially with the morning news that has been received from the weekend side, we are seeing that good chances that prices could start playing below 100 mark and around $90 area. As a result, on the long-term time frame, the downtrend channel has been very clear, and I've said there's a possibility a false breakout could be happening, but we'll try to assess the situation rather than saying that it is reversing. And as of now, we have been able to see and getting the confirmation that prices couldn't be breaking out higher than 100.1, 101.5, and we've been seeing prices return towards 100 mark for now. So support is testing. We are seeing the likelihood that prices should be breaking down lower, and we are going to see how things will be reacting. So far, from what I could get from the long-term market movement, it should be playing at $98, $99 soon. Okay, but definitely we'll try to assess how things will be going, and with things has been going pretty well, I'm seeing a good chance that gold could be going up higher for tonight, as I've told you guys, and a good consolidation is a necessary thing, and right now we are facing one of it on the gold market, which is still pretty good and not a shock on the market too. So this is certainly a good market movement, and my expectations on this market is we are going to see prices should be going up faster soon. So like I said, don't miss out your chances on this positioning, guys, because we could be seeing a major breakthrough for the gold, and let us see how things will be going. And also on the silver side, like I told you guys, the consolidation is offering you guys one final chance to enter the trade before prices could start going higher from here, which has been pretty similar. And let us see at the course of our live streaming sessions on here and see how things will be reacting later on. Personally, I'm still very much optimistic to see a very positive result. Prices should be going higher alongside with our view on the market, which is bullish for today. Okay, so if you guys are enjoying it so far and you guys think you guys are helped by my analysis, you guys could give us a support by giving us a thumbs up, and don't forget to follow and subscribe and share this video with your friends or anyone who are doing trading on Forex on the market. You guys are welcome to share this video and help them to get insights on the market together with us. Okay. Okay, and if you guys have any questions, just drop in the comments. I'll be reading it and we can have a discussions as well if you guys are open. So drop in the comments if you guys wanted to ask any questions about trading. So now we'll try to see how the market reaction will be working. So far, from what we have been analyzing together with the US dollar index, it seems that US dollar index right now are still struggling to see how things will be going, and I'm looking at a good chance that prices should be trying to test the support, try to see how the consolidation works before prices could go higher from here. So I'm still seeing good chances that prices will be slowing down for now. Maybe at the end of our large move sessions, we could see a little bit of volatility, which if you guys put a tighter stop losses, we can get hit. But if it's part of the plan, you guys should execute it. And if volatility still remains very well, it's only going on the upside, if you put tighter stop losses, it should be fine for you guys. So we'll try to assess how things will be going on here. Okay. Okay, so it seems that the gold consolidation might be over soon, as you guys could actually see it on your own. And prices has been hit quite well. Consolidation should be over from here, and we could actually start seeing some good market reactions on the silver market. And so far we are right now on the verge. Whether prices should be able to go higher, I'm seeing a very huge possibility and probability that that will be happening, right? So if you guys still haven't decided to make any move, I am sorry if you guys couldn't do much, but I've already been suggesting to you guys multiple times on the market. Okay, so like I said, try to enter at low price for silver, and for the gold prices, I think we have already said more than enough. Prices as on gold should be a little bit harder to go down again, so there you go for your chances on the gold market. If you guys have missed out, the only chances that you guys maybe have right now is entering at the current prices. If not, it should be a bit harder for you guys to get another entry point at lower prices for now. Okay, so let us try to analyze what is happening through the currency market using the currency strength charts. Okay, so the currency strength charts is actually showing us a very clear thing, that today strongest pair, weakest pair is coming out from the strongest. Euro currency, weakest the US dollar, and the rest there is the second weakest and the second strongest. And certainly from this market movement, I don't know what kind of conclusions that you guys could get. So I'll let you guys see a moment and try to analyze and see what are your thoughts on the currency market, guys. Because certainly strongest and weakest, it's very easy. You can pair up Euro and USD. But what about the rest? What are your thoughts? What are your ideas that you guys could use these currency strength charts to see what momentum could be arriving on this market? Okay, so let me know what are your thoughts on this, and I'll be giving you guys my analysis as usual. Okay, so it seems like not all of you guys are understanding this. Alright, no problem. I will refresh this and try to see. Okay, so far as what we have been concerned, Euro USD has been strongest. But what you guys could actually take note is for today and the weakest currency against USD, AUD USD, NZD USD is also weakening, Japanese yen US dollar Japanese yen for a short, US dollar for Swiss franc for a short. So it's as simple as franc. And out of those markets, I believe it's very easy and very simple. Based on the strongest pair, we should have been seeing that prices has been going up higher, and afterwards we'll try to see is there any good entry point, any good setups that we could join in on the market. If not, then we'll skip on it. And certainly as prices started to slow down, I'm expecting not a lot of movement could be appearing from here on the Euro USD chart. And I'm also suspecting the same thing for the rest of the currency, as price movement has been a bit slow. So we'll try to see. Okay, so AUD USD seems there's still some momentum as existing for now. So if you guys are watching this, AUD USD for short-term basis still lies some strength as prices just keeps on increasing over the last 20 to 30 minutes if you guys are checking over the last few lines, few ticks on here. And I believe the same thing should be appearing on the NZD USD, which has moving in a tandem with Australian dollar as usual, and actually on the verge of breaking out of the downtrend channel on the daily charts as well. So this is part of the line. So if prices could be breaking out 0.592, this could be a major thing for the New Zealand dollar USD. And I think for the shorts, US dollar Japanese yen should be a little bit tricky as price movement hasn't been that much so far, but the trend for US dollar is weakening, so short should be the primary trend. And the US dollar CHF is also going down, but price movement hasn't been that much, so I still prefer to wait, try to see how the current market reaction works, and we'll try to see that based on the current movement that we have been seeing so far, the best momentum is appearing on the US dollar against Australian dollar and NZD. But other than that, for shorts, I'm looking at some good chances. Maybe USD CAD for short, US dollar Japanese yen for short, US dollar CHF for short. But for longs, the best momentum that is appearing as of now is coming out from AUD USD and NZD USD. Okay, so if you guys wanted to trade on the short term basis, you guys could take here on the focus on the currency charts. But for me, I will not try to risk this kind of move because I'm trying to chase bigger gains, so I'll be focusing on other markets. But don't worry guys, you guys could still make your trades here if you guys love to trade in the currency market. There's nothing wrong or right, just a matter of preference. Okay, so I've already told you guys where the momentum for longs, where the momentum for shorts. Hope you guys could take a use out of the insights that I've been just sharing with you guys. Okay, so far price reaction, like I've said, there's a possibility we'll be seeing that prices will be slowing down, and indeed it has happened. And it seems that we are going to need more time before we could be able to see prices to go higher. And I'm also suspecting the same thing is also right now happening on the silver market too. So definitely patience is very much a keyword for tonight guys, as Monday market is a little bit slower, but you guys sometimes could see surprises on Monday, and this could be one of it. So that's why I would say always be prepared for anything that could be happening on the market guys, right? So right now let us take a look, and later on I'll be just touching on our final topic of the commodity side, which is the oil market, with you guys together. Okay, and for now we'll try to assess things how is going on the gold market and the silver market, try to see. And for any thoughts, or if you guys have any recommendations what trading assets you guys wanted to check out, you guys could drop in the comments, and we'll try to see how things goes from here. Okay, prices are right now still build up the consolidations on the handle side, on the right hand side of the chart. It's a very common move. Okay, so it seems that there hasn't been a lot of move, guys. Patience are required, so let us try to see what is happening on the all market first, guys. Okay, so let us see what is happening on the all market. Okay, so far if we are looking at the long-term charts first, as usual, I still prefer long-term market movement to be able to see clearly what is actually happening. Okay, so far price movement has been very clear. Right now it's still moving on a stagnant and not giving us any clear signs of the market, and prices as of now are still moving on an uncertain path. And why I'm saying that, because yes, long term wise it's been very clear that prices is going down. Okay, so that's true, but what about the short-term market movement? So over the last few weeks, we have been seeing that prices have just been moving on these ranges. Okay, so this up, down, up, down, up. Could it be going down? So far from what I have been receiving on the news on the all market side is we are still seeing good chances that the oil should be able to sustain itself higher, as people are expecting the worst is almost over. For me personally, I'm still thinking about that possibility, and also what is going to happen on the market on oil, as we started to see trade negotiations are doing well with most of the nations are still ongoing well, and despite there's not a lot of updates for now, but according to rumors everything is going well, not a lot of big surprises, and people expectations on the market should be seeing a good chances for the oil market to rebound. So that is certainly one of the key things. And personally, at the very worst case scenario, I'm still seeing the good chances that despite all prices has the chances to drop. Yes, that's true, but the most I'm seeing $60, and prices will try to rebound the hardest at this price based on the current momentum that we are seeing. And if we are trying to assess on the short-term market movement on the 15-minute time frame charts, let us see. So last week we have been saying that prices, yes, is trying to test the resistance at $63. It failed, and right now we are back again, and for today it hasn't been showing us any clear trend. So it will be a very tricky market unless you guys are scalpers, definitely trying to just chase one movement, which is a total of 30 minutes for these two candlesticks, guys. But honestly, you guys need to trade it bigger lot sizes if you guys are trading for the short term, for you guys to manage to make some good money on here. And so far we have been able to see that prices return back towards the sideways trend that we have been seeing happening since Thursday breakdown. And so far the trend is still very clear. It's undecided, it's unclear, so that's why it's named as sideways. And so far the price momentum has been weakening since the opening of the Asian sessions for today, Monday, and we are expecting that prices should be weakening with the tendency for today has been slowing down. So definitely I'm seeing good chances that prices will be weakening, but prices won't be moving much personally from what I'm seeing, unless there's a news, unless there's an event. I'm not expecting that all will be having a big movement for today, so I don't think I'll be trying to take a look here for today. Unless something changes, I'll be receiving some notification, but so far I'm not seeing a very appealing move on the oil market for today. I think I'll be focusing more on the gold market movement. If anything is going to happen, I'm still seeing good chances that it will be happening on the gold market. Okay. So far everything has been very much in line, guys. If you guys have been hearing my analysis, you guys should have been able to take some clues on what I have been discussing with you guys. All right. Okay, silver is still trying to break out, hasn't give us a lot of signs, and definitely I'm sensing if silver starts to move, we'll be seeing major movement could be happening on the gold. So definitely patience are very much required, and I'm suspecting that we could be seeing bigger market movement at the end of our live streaming sessions, guys. So definitely you guys need to be patient. Okay. Okay, so we still have another 20 plus minutes, so we'll try to assess how things will be going on gold and silver, because I think that will be the biggest mover for today. And if you guys do have any questions about the markets, you guys are welcome to chat me on the comments. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what are your thoughts, what are your opinions, what do you what can I help you guys. Okay, so drop in the comments if you guys have anything that you guys wanted to ask, and let me just assess this low. And I would say we are getting a good confirmations out of the market, honestly speaking, guys. So I don't really see this as a bad move. I'm actually seeing this as a very positive and a bullish move. You got time to enter your positions, you got time to see how the market movement is working, and you guys could definitely learn something out of this movement, that basically you are seeing that prices are dropping with lower volumes, and you can see that during price movement is slowing down, consolidating, volume is dropping compared when prices are trying to break out higher. So this is actually a very good sign of a consolidation in the market. So the volume is on the lower side, and you can try to learn by watching how the chart is moving, guys. Based on this candlestick, what is happening on the volume, and a set of candlestick, what is happening on the price action. Certainly this is a very good example of a chart pattern which exemplifies a very well-formed chart pattern and a very healthy volume movement. So it's a very good price action with a good chart pattern forming up as of now. So as I say, I'm still seeing good chances that today we could be hitting 3260 area. So make sure that you guys try to aim for longer profit targets if you guys are swing traders or trend followers, guys. Okay. Okay, so far prices has been reacting, guys, and I hope you guys have made some good positions on this. Okay, so I believe silver should start move soon if it hasn't moved, because so far think the consolidation should be around here instead of lower prices. So it seems like consolidation should be over soon. We'll try to assess how this goes. If prices breaks out, it will be pretty fast, guys. Just take a note, guys, okay? Because we have already been seeing that happening on the gold market, and obviously we'll be seeing those movements happening on silver, guys, okay? So if you guys have been watching over the past 1 hour and you guys haven't made any move, I will suggest that this is your turn right now, guys, okay? Okay. For now, we've been seeing consolidation is still ongoing. The chances to go higher is pretty there. So then it's going to take some time rather than the ones that we have been expecting. But if prices starts to move soon, it will be a very big move, like I said. So it won't be changing that view unless the breakout fails, then that could really change the whole dynamic. So it really depends on breakout successful and there's no breakdown lower. Okay, so that's the note for you guys to take a look, and there's still some time, so let us see what's happening on the oil. The oil is right now rebounding, not showing us any clear trend, and Euro USD I think it has been slowing down for now, so I will say pay attention where the next momentum could be there. GBP/USD is also slowing down. Like I said, AUD has shown us the best potential, but it's also slowing down together with NZD/USD. Meanwhile, for the short pairs, USD/CAD has started to move much better. So USD has been weakening. US dollar Japanese yen hasn't been moving much. US dollar CHF hasn't been moving much as well. So it seems that the current momentum is shifting towards USD/CAD for the short. But honestly, the move won't be much. It's just a total of 2 pips. But if you guys open a huge trading lot size, it will be big. Okay, so the currency market will be always moving in this kind of momentums. And AUD/USD could still possess a good entry point. Prices are retesting the support, and this could actually give you guys a very good entry point for a very good trading entry point for now. So I would say try to pay attention as well on AUD/USD, offering you guys another short to enter the trades. I'm sensing good chances here again, and let us see, guys. All right, because so far gold is still a bit slow, but let's try to check out the other stuff. Okay, so turns out gold started to move. Okay, so sometimes, like I said, patience are definitely required. So 3248 as of now, prices has been going well. Okay, how about silver? Okay, silver hasn't moved yet again, so once the move happen on silver, it will be huge, guys. Okay, okay, so seems that prices start to move and slow down. I suggest for you guys, short-term traders, try to take some profits here. And so far the price reaction has been a bit slow. Yes, that's true, but I still see good chances could be happening. If the slowdown couldn't surpass 3240 below, prices could still head up above 3250 area. It's pretty huge. So we'll try to see how this kind of market movement works and decide from there, because personally silver is right now slowing down, so we'll be able to see how things will be going on both sides, as prices hasn't been able to break out higher than $32.60, and it will be a fair testing key point. If prices starts to break out, I believe gold will also be playing above 3250 area already, guys. Okay, so maybe this is one of your final chances, as the consolidation still remains very well. Prices could be going higher, and we've already been recommending multiple times on this market already, so you guys could try to take a look on this market too. Okay, both gold and silver is definitely the key market mover for now, and hope you guys don't miss out. If the consolidation doesn't break down below 3240, you guys could try to find an entry point around 3240 to 3245. I think that's the most that you guys could try to take action towards those, and I see that prices could be going higher afterwards. Okay, so I think it should be arriving after my live streaming session ends, so you can try to see it out on your own to actually see how the price reaction will be working, see whether my price target will be hit tomorrow, guys. Okay, But for now, yes, AUD/USD is slowing down, and NZD/USD is slowing down. So I'm suspecting that the US dollar starts to move. So let us try to see whether that's true. Yes, seems that the US dollar index starts to rebound, and that's why we started to see both gold and silver starts to slow down. So we need to see how this consolidations will be working out for gold. If gold still remains above 3240, there's a good chances that we could actually see prices sustain its movement and still goes higher. Because no matter what happens, the trend consolidation price action has been very well. Chances that prices will remain to go higher is very high, very huge, and definitely I hope that you guys don't miss out the chances to enter the trade on gold. Silver, you guys could try to enter at lower prices as the volatility will be huge on silver. So you guys could try to enter your trades on silver. And for gold, I don't really see any chances that you guys could buy below 3240 below on this market, guys. Okay, so that is certainly the key point that I'm watching out on the market so far. And let us see how the next market movement will be moving on the rest of our live streaming sessions. I'm expecting that prices should be able to go higher even at the end of my live streaming session. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so far the market movement has been consolidating, giving you guys the last chance to enter at its lowest at 3243, and in a few minutes we'll be ending our live streaming session soon, so I'll be giving you guys a little bit of recap on what we are seeing and what you guys could do next. Okay, so first we are on our gold market movement. So far we've already been seeing since the Asian sessions until now, it has been building up and this cup and handle formation, which I still see this is a very bullish move coming out from the market, and I'm expecting that prices could be going higher from here. And possible price target 3260 area, higher a little bit 3270. So you guys try to aim for that for today market movement. It's still a long time until US market sessions, so make sure that you guys prepare that for swing traders. And for short-term traders, I suggest that you guys would try to aim for those market movement. Yes, there will be volatility, but there's also the perks of getting bigger profits. And next, we are moving towards the silver market, and honestly the market movement has been very similar on both gold and silver. And what I could say one thing, there's the chances that prices could give you guys major profit margins here, 200 to 300 pips in your hand soon, and with a very comfortable risk reward ratio as well. So I hope you guys could enter the trades here, $32.60 before the price breakout. We could see that soon we'll be able to see major market profits on this silver market movement. And the cup handle information is very similar with what is happening on gold, and definitely I'm expecting that prices could be going higher from here onwards. Okay, so that's my view on the silver market. And what about the gold market? So oil market, so oil market today has been a little bit uncertain, so I'll be skipping on this for today, and I hope you guys could also try to take a look, because price movement since last week has been moving on this range between $60.50 towards $62.60 as highest, and has been consolidating once again, showing us no clear trends, and the price movement has been literally moving in this kind of movement. So I don't really see any big reason that you guys could try to take for another long positions, as the price movement won't be much, and good certainty we could see prices should be slowing down again afterwards. So I don't really suggest that you guys should try to take some trades if you guys are swing or trend traders. And definitely I hope your focus should be on the gold market, as price consolidation still gives you guys the chances to enter at the current price. Before prices starts to move higher, you guys will be definitely missing out on your chances, as right now silver has been showing you guys that, and I see that gold will be moving in that direction soon. Okay, so I hope you guys don't miss out on any chances. And on the currency side, Euro USD could be rebounding from here. Make sure you guys could try to time your entry. AUD USD could also be leading the pack together alongside with NZD USD, so try to choose one of it and focus on the strongest movement. And for shorts, US dollar CAD could be your move. I'm seeing that prices has been dropping too, and US dollar Japanese yen hasn't been showing a lot of signs. So for short ideas, US dollar CAD. For long ideas, AUD USD and NZD USD. So you guys could try to pick your choice on this market as well. Okay, so Euro is definitely giving you guys a lot better chances to enter at lower prices. And like I said, I'm expecting that gold could be moving higher, so we'll see how this goes tomorrow, and hope you guys are enjoying our live streaming sessions and analysis. And if you guys wanted to get free premium signals, you guys know where you guys could get those. We have already been sharing, and we have already been hitting profit target 1, guys. Okay, so if you guys don't want to miss out on our free premium signals, you guys could click the link on my profile and chat me for more information if you guys don't want to miss out free profit money from our trades together. Okay, so I hope to see you guys here at the same place at the same time. And if you guys are interested to know what is happening around the world, you guys could also click the link on my profile and ask me where you guys could get access on my VIP live sessions